You know when you look back at things you did the day before and you have a lot of questions? That's me right now. But welcome back to City Skylines Sunset Harbor. Uh, we are back. I have questions. Well, sorta. I mean, it's still running pretty well, all in all. And we are now a capital city. I forgot I was just about to turn into that, so that's great as well. But yeah, I totally forgot about this. So where's... Okay, so we need some waste management help, as I can already see for this side. Now, one thing I did read is they were saying, for waste management, this waste transfer facility is safe to even have in residential areas. Although it does say that it has pollution quite bad, so I don't know how that works necessarily. But I guess we'll find out, eh? Maybe I could like plop it down like here-ish. And maybe that can be doing a little bit of work to help us out over here a little bit. Ooh, I have a hair in my eye. Ow. There we go. And then I think eventually what would be smart is, since we're going to have this, it'd probably be smart to have a way to connect around there at some point. And here we go. We have a new area unlocked, which I think... What did I decide I needed? I feel like it was this area that I wanted next. So that's what I'm going to go with. Where's this hair in my eye? Ow. Regrets. But yeah, the game actually comes out tomorrow. Or the expansion comes out tomorrow. So I'm excited to see what people think of it. And everything. Again, I have no play in the actual, like, money that it comes to it, but I'm just curious what people think in general of it, because I enjoy it. I'm just curious if people will have the same feelings. So one thing I am tempted to do here is kind of just have a way in here that probably connects to here, but a roundabout that comes off here. I'm having to take my glasses off so I can figure out where this hair is. I have my fan on, it's like blowing directly into my eye. There we go. I think we're good now. That was the worry of 2020. Totally our only worry of 2020. Oh god. Alright. So I'm thinking something like that. I'm hoping, yes, it only becomes a right lane. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Thank you, game, for doing what I wanted. For once. Then we'll have that, so way back on. And then we need a way for this to function as well. We will start our off-ramp here. Or on-ramp, I guess. No, it's off-ramp, okay. Having to think there. And then we could probably connect that up and turn this into a 3-lane boy there. So that should help. And then they need a way to also exit. So we'll do... In fact, we don't need to... we can probably turn this into a 2-lane onto there. Because what will happen here is we can have one that can go straight to turn around. Same with the middle lane. Then 2 to turn right. But then we can have the right lane come off here as a way to exit on the other side, which we will do behind this because that's the smart way to do it. And then there we go. It's not beautiful, but it should function, and that's the main thing. So we will take that, and then for here we will do... I mean, I'm okay with having this be a lot, I believe. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So, let's do this, and then we will start building the bridge over. Yeah, I think that's good. I would like this to be a little nicer connecting to here, but again, this is where we come in with the old move it tool. Alright, like, I want it to be probably more like that. So we will come in and edit it until it looks right. The perks of having the move it tool, most definitely. Then we can kind of curve this to just make it work all the way through. There we go. That's not horrific. That's what you want to hear when you make something. That doesn't look horrific. Oh yes. Oh yes. There we go. So yeah, that actually I think is pretty good all in all. I think that will suffice for me. So yeah, there is a little, I guess, light here now, which may not become ideal, but I think for now it's okay. Oh well, we're actually winning quite a few games and winning quite a lot of money for doing so. But I think this will be okay. Really, it would probably be better if I had the parking or the football field on this side, so they get to come out this way, but I think it'll be alright. One thing that could be good, because obviously there's, well, I guess it's okay. I was going to say maybe I should make another little road for them to actually come out on, or maybe I should have a whole different area just for them to come out of post-game, but we'll see how it goes. I'm curious to see the game release again. See what happens here. I mean, we're not doing bad. We have 511 visitors now. It's going up as well. I guess it's more people buy their tickets and go in. But it seems to be pretty good, so I guess the game's going to be soon. But there we go. That's actually being utilized, I think, for in and out. So my hope is that that'll break up people needing to come in this way as much. Because they'll probably end up going this way now more. So this might actually end up being the busier way now that I think about it. Which is okay. I can deal with that. One thing I could consider doing actually, that I just see as an opportunity for less traffic, is connect to this instead of the other way we have here. So instead of it as is, can do this instead, and that might be actually a little bit better for traffic, because then everyone's going this way instead. I don't know if that's messed up a bus line. In fact, it's not even figured out that it's an issue. Yeah, so now it has to go out to there, but that's not that much more. At least it has a way to go around. That's good enough for me. Not ideal, but not terrible. So that's fine. Oops, I just tapped out of the game, and now I can't get back in. Oh god. I'm sure this is fine. Why can I not get back in the game? Please. Please. Okay, there we go. I couldn't get back in. Alright. I was clicking in and just nothing was happening. Got there in the end though. So how many people? So yeah, we're getting a few people coming in here, which is good. One thing I could do, I could toll road this if they wanted the quicker way in, but I don't know if that's like just asking for issues. I don't know what I just did, but I did something. You're welcome. Maybe they're just really happy about the new road system, or maybe the bus lane change. I don't know. Who knows? But it seems to be working nonetheless. So I'll take it. But yeah, all this seems to be running as it should be, so I'm happy with that. And this is getting a bit busy. Don't know if... I think it's because this might be letting out. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. I think the game let out, and that's why it's busy. If not, if I see it gets busier and busier, I will sort it out. So we have a lot of industrial requests right now, which for industry, I think, you know, office still is probably the best and most or smartest thing to use currently. The little trolley buses seem to be going pretty well, not actually causing traffic, which is nice. Or not that I can tell, at least. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could very well come in and do something maybe for that. You know, I could upgrade this to a 2-lane. But, I don't know, it seems to be running okay. It's just I noticed everyone's staying in 1 lane for it, but it seems to be running okay enough to where I'm not too worried. But yeah, we could, in theory, maybe here add in some more offices and stuff like that, because why not? We'll use the regular roads just to not complicate anything. So, we can come back here and just add in some more. And just hope that it doesn't cause absolute chaos in the way of traffic. It's very likely to do so. But, you know, that is the way of City Skylines life as of now. I think we've kind of accepted that traffic is going to be either our worst enemy or it's just going to be fun to try to fix. I'm hoping more for the fun to fix thing. Because I do enjoy fixing the traffic, so that leaves me a little bit happy. But as well, yeah, it may be a pain. I think I missed a tiny spot, and I'm sure that'll call me out somehow. Alright, so we'll do office space, office space, office space. Yeah, why not there too? We'll also go ahead and we'll do a little bit of, actually there's some heavy commercial need as well. So we'll do a little bit of everything here. And we'll put in, it's a bit close there, so maybe we'll keep this to offices just for the meantime. I could, in theory, you know, add a little, no one's built in here yet, so add a little bridge, there we go, to come across here. And then connect down there. And we could even, this might work actually without being too much of an issue, I think. Again, we shall see. Everything is a big, I think, in figuring out what will actually happen. Because every move I make, every breath I take, I'll be watching you, but as well, sorry. The music compels me to keep going with the lyrics instead of actually saying what I'm saying. But no, what I'm thinking is, let's move that to there. What I'm thinking is I can probably, in a lot of these situations, if traffic gets bad, I can figure it out. Usually that's the case. I mean, sometimes it is destroying certain roads, sometimes it's fixing certain little things here and there, but usually more often than not, I'm able to kind of combat it, so I'm not too worried or stressed out if something gets a little bit crazy, because I'll be able to usually handle it. It's very, you know, calming when I say I'd be able to usually handle it, but you know what I mean. It'll go over well, maybe. Just reassurance for everyone. There we go. And then we'll do some more offices on the outside here. Yeah, we'll, if we see traffic getting a little bit bad, I'll sort some more stuff out. But as of now, I'm pretty confident with how it's going. Just because I do notice everyone in one lane, I will actually go ahead and upgrade this to a 2-lane. And with upgrading it to a 2-lane, they also have choices of where they want to go. I don't know if it needs to be a 2-lane over here, but I'm not upgraded anyways, just because I can. And then, you know, even more option A. So now we see some people in this left or in this middle lane on the roundabout being able to take that because they want to go left. And that should make them decide a little bit different back here eventually too, I think. This bit's a bit backed up going this way, but I think it's just people being a bit funny right now, so I think it's fine. have this. Like, this could obviously go into a different little space here for or not residential, but well, anything really, residential as well. But I could build it to here, have a little another junction so they can get to maybe going this way faster. Because right now they may actually take this way to get out sort of quickly. Which I wouldn't actually doubt if I would see that ever so often. But I mean, they also might take this way because technically it would be faster roads. This seems to be working okay enough. It's just very busy, I think. I think it's just a lot of people on it. I still don't like that, but I think it was like the best I could do given the circumstances. It's flowing, and that's the main thing for me. So I'm taking it in strides right now. So it has a double right lane, but only one's being used because they're all going this way. So I could use another way across, really. You know, that's easier said than done to a degree. Really. I mean, I can build a whole new highway somewhere, obviously. I mean, that's not unheard of. I could, you know, do a ring road that basically will eventually go all the way around, but that's definitely going to be a little bit more work than usual. So when I get a colossal city, I'll be able to go ahead and have another thing. So maybe when I get a colossal city, I'll take this area and I will try to build maybe off of something over here to make it connect around. Because, yeah, I mean, the thing is, everything's flowing, and I'm okay with it, but I can tell that it definitely will get a bit busier within time here. It's running a bit slow just because it's not proper, like, yeah, I think it's because it's coming from a 6 lane to this, and it could also be that angle. That's quite a slow angle. Let me come in here and do some changes. I know it makes it worse for them now. Let's just do this. Let's do, because it's not going to be zoned anyways. So let's do that and that. I didn't mean to use highways, but here we are. There we go. Now let's try that. That might make it work a little bit smoother. Yeah, it's keeping traffic flowing a lot faster already. I may come in here and do this on this one as well, just because I think ultimately it's going to keep it running just so much smoother in the end. There we go. So yeah, they don't like it, but I do. And I don't care. So there we are. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, this is kind of our issue more so than anything. I like where it's kind of bunching up. So I wonder if I could come in here and I'll go ahead and make this a 2 lane. I'll bring it back just a little bit more, just so I have a little bit more room to build. And then like that. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I think that'll be a little bit better for people wanting to do their thing there. Oh, that got really busy suddenly. I think it's because a lot of people missed this exit, and now that they're trying to get back to it, they'll probably go. Yeah, they're going through the whole system to get back to it now. So yeah, that should clear up. I think it's just they've not recognized that as a thing yet. Which we'll see if I can even. There we go. Keep the speed up. There we are. So that should clear up, so that'll be fine. And then, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't... Oh, Jesus. I like changing one thing did that because their AI just panics. I wouldn't mind having this connect somewhere. I just don't know where yet, like what would be sufficient. I do think maybe having it to there could be good. I mean... I guess nothing's stopping me from doing it. I feel like I've been doing more traffic stuff than actual, stuff when it comes to the expansion, but that's kind of also part of it to a degree. My hope is to be getting more fishing stuff done as well, but I wanted to go ahead and make sure that we were functioning well first, which we're not doing bad. I probably messed up most of it, to be honest, but still. Let's bring this in this way, straighten it up a little bit. Same with that. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and connect these together. What would that look like? They always like to make it look as weird as possible, don't they? That could be fun. But why? That's fine. I'll sort it out momentarily. So let's go. Sure. My plan is to edit all this, so I'm not really worried. Alright. So, let's go ahead and take these nodes and bring them on over. And then start straightening a lot of this up to look nice. I think this is forever going to be the best tool in this game. It's one thing that really, I think, if they were going to implement something to be just part of the game, this should really just be it. And it should have been really, I think, there all this time. It is just that good. And then we will do this. Obviously we got some weird movements and everything here, but the thing is with the right the right finagling, you can kind of make anything pretend like that's how it's supposed to be. There we go. That's not too terrible. I'm gonna put that up just a wee bit. Alright. Same with that. And same with this bad boy. That was actually quite a lot higher, isn't it? There we go. That explains why this was out so far, actually, now. I can actually bring that way. I think it's just weird that this is like an extra node here. I think it'll be alright. I mean, it looks very odd at this point, that's for sure. I'll have to come out this way to make it look more normal. There we go. Alright, that'll do. Not beautiful, but it does what I want. So, there we go. We have an easy way across there now, which as you can see, this is getting a little bit better. It's not backing into the city now. But this is my hope of getting people out of here a little bit quicker as well to where they want to go. And plus where I'll be building in here, it works better, which you can see. Because they starting to recognize it a little bit more. And this is also a quicker way in for people that, maybe didn't get off there. Which, I mean, most of the time they're going to get off here. It'll be very unlikely for them to not get off there. But they also have the opportunity to do it before they get there as well, if they just want to get in this bit. Because ultimately it might actually be quicker for them to go this way, I don't know. It's hard to tell. But, nonetheless, I think we're making some good strides to at least make the traffic very nice. Or, well, nicer, I guess I should say. Let's check out more of the fishing stuff. I kind of fancy doing... do I have a seaweed farm yet? I do not. Do I need a seaweed farm? Or do I need like a certain place for a seaweed farm? It doesn't act like it. So that's good enough for me. And I've already got like the starts of some things here, so I feel like this is pretty perfect. Just kind of go for this. Which, there we go, tuna fishing harbor. So we have shellfish over here, so let's do that. And let's do it here actually, because then we're really set up. Then we can do like algae farms. We can have, what's the other one? Anchovy, I think, is like our main commodity here, really. That seems to be like our real kicker over here. So let's put those together. We'll connect them by roads real quick as well. There we go. Perfect. And then as for power, we'll figure that out as well. They're not too far off, but just far enough, I guess. We can do that, and that, and that. Because why not? We'll give them all like a little bits of power. And then for their routes here, I can't remember where to go. So this one, anchovy, right? Yeah. So anchovies, obviously, all through here. Going to be the best for that. There we go. And then for this area, for the shellfish, we will go all the way through here, of course. Like you can go outside your own boundary. Feels cheaty though, so I'm not going to. So I have like that. And there we go. So that should be everyone kind of settled in. So they will be working. They will also be working. So 98% there. This one's 100%. This one, I'm assuming, will be semi-decent as well. Sorry, I forgot to actually... I forgot to actually mute my messages there. There we are. Beautiful. Alright, we're good. Now, back to it. Sometimes I forget to mute Google Hangouts, and Zach likes to message me and random things. Alright, so that seems like pretty good. Oh yeah, the algae, of course it would be underwater. That makes sense. Didn't really think about that for some reason. But that looks quite nice. I like all the boats. I think it looks really cool to have, like, just, you know, kind of hovering around. So yeah, we're sucking up the water there, so that's good. Trash seems to be good. They're working pretty well, but they're not working like too hard, which is nice either. Like it's not struggling, that is. So yeah, I guess the next thing to do would be we could start coming into maybe more of this. I mean, this area is pretty hectic, isn't it? But I actually wouldn't mind coming in here and upgrading this road as such, and then maybe coming through like so. Oops, not using straight roads, can't do that. That would be silly. But coming through and then maybe having like a bit more of a livable area like this. Actually, if I do this, as silly as it's gonna maybe look, it will be rather efficient, I think. for these guys. Something like that. Which, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to turn the lights off for them, because I don't want them to have to wait that. Yeah, they're just wanting to turn around, so do what you want. Go for it. That's the thing with a lot of the actual light sections, now that I thought about it more earlier. Well, I say now that I thought about this last night when I was looking at, I looked at Google Maps for a little bit, because I was looking at places that I wanted to go to when, you know, some of the stuff kind of was blowing over. And I was looking at Cincinnati, which is not the, you know, epitome. Oh, I guess that's the right word for it. Not the best place to maybe look for traffic things, but nonetheless, I kind of remembered that on certain intersections for like these kind of smaller residential roads, you don't necessarily need a light for like every single little thing. And that's kind of one thing I forgot. So I was like, well, that's a good point. Maybe I will look into, like, you know, instead of building a lot for every single little thing, maybe look into just building some roads having an easy way kind of in and out, like just across the road real quick. I like how that's instantly on fire as soon as I've done something. But yeah, so that's something that I thought would be kind of interesting to do. Like, it would be, like, I can even try it here, to be honest. I'm not sure how good it would be because it's kind of close to this area. But, like, you know, say I wanted to go to here, and instead of having a lot as such, I could just have a stop sign for there, and then they decide what they want to do. And then it's up to them, which now they're going to use this area to turn around 100%. But I'm not sure if I care too much. But then, yeah, they can use their best judgment. It's not busy enough to where I feel like there needs to be necessarily very, very strict rules in place for them to have to turn. So that's always a plus as well. So there we go, we need that. We need more water, which honestly at this point I'm kind of tempted to just like slap one of these bad boys down and see what happens. Why not, honestly? I mean, it's not going to affect anyone. If anything, it just looks cool. So, I mean, it's not hurting anyone being here, so I mean, you know, why not? But yeah, I think that looks pretty good there. Now I think next we'll do, wow, I didn't mean to do that much, but sure, we'll just do that all that way. We'll do alternating blocks here, and then the rest residential. I'll do residential here as well. And then for this area, we'll have residential, commercial, and then, oops, didn't mean to do that. Then let's shove in some offices around. Because the thing is, like, offices, they can still be industrial offices too. They don't have to necessarily just be the one, which I don't know if this is a little too close in the way of, like, pollution and everything. It 100% is, but we're going to see what happens there. Did not really think that through. Maybe we will second guess this, and maybe we will just have a lot of offices. I don't know if it'll work like that, just all the offices in one place, but hey, we'll find out, won't we? And then we can actually do this, where we could have a walkway from here, as if I can get it exactly more where I would want. I'll do it from here because we don't have anyone building in yet. So from here down, that would be pretty good. Wouldn't mind as well if we had something from like here to there. We actually got a nice little spot that's open there, and I think that's connecting. Yeah, it is. Okay. So there we go. We got more connections, which is always good. So they can technically walk to work, so hopefully that's, you know, sufficient. And just because I keep forgetting about parks, as per usual, I can pop one down there, and that makes me pretty happy to see. Then we'll do this to there, and maybe this can be like where the schools end up going. What's their university availability? It's not half bad, actually, so I'll leave it at that. Oops, forgot to help them out. Need to also do there, and that should be as good. Now, obviously the traffic's going to get crazy. That's like a given, pretty much at this point. Which makes me want to make this a roundabout, to be honest now. And it's probably a good idea before the going gets really, really, really rough. Let's go ahead and also delete that bad boy. And then we will start right here. And cry because of this. Okay, there we go. It's not beautiful. I think I messed up on one of these. Well, of course I messed up on one of them, but it's fine. I will sort it out when deemed necessary. But for now, that isn't the worst. And that's what you like to hear when you've made a road. It's not the worst. And I'm gonna actually come in like so. So that's a bit of a different thing there. We can go ahead and move that over as such as well. And then that should be okay, I think. So that might move okay. We'll see if we need to make any changes. I'm thinking most definitely. Well, I'll leave it be for a little bit, see where we do need the changes. The only changes I'm thinking are fairly obvious, I think. It's doing the exits a little bit more like this, but I can do them in a smaller manner, so it's not too bad. Alright, so this is pretty bad. I don't know if a game just let out or not. We had a game on the 22nd, so I mean maybe it could have been a thing. Again, this is one of those ones that doesn't really need to be this kind of road, but we're letting it happen because I don't really want to fix it now and it be an issue. Yeah, it's just everyone wanting to go that way currently. Could again try this method of thing over here, but not sure if that's just going to end up negating what I was doing in the first place. I just realized that wasn't connected. Because that is a high possibility, to be honest. Oh well, now everyone's going to start using that. It wasn't even connected before. I had no clue. But yeah, we'll see if that, like, sorts itself out at all. But this is building in ever so slightly. You had to go and ruin it, didn't you? They were all matched up. Oh, okay, I see. It's its upgrade. That makes sense. But yeah, we got a lot more people moved in there at least. This is running pretty smoothly, actually. Which I think I'd be pretty happy to go and put some more people in here. We can put some more commercial down here. So we'll start building in that area. This traffic's pretty intense again, but I'm assuming again, just, you know, it's just what's happening right now. It'll sort itself out in the meantime, or in no time. So we probably could use a metro over here as well, of course. Although there is one semi-close, but I mean, we do have a walkway to it, but we'll still see. I'll figure out. Maybe I'll put it like right here so it's like accessible to both. But one thing I wanted to do, I just saw until I forgot. Oh yeah, police and all that. So we need that over here for sure. So we got that settled. We can pop that down here too, so that covers a lot of area. And for medical, how are we doing? Like hospital, not great. So let's just pop that in there. That'll do us. So yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So let's see. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of traffic. Now it's pretty much a non-stop ordeal. So let's see. We'll see if I can do this any better this time. Probably not. And we'll see if I can also manage to do it without taking out that path. So, prepare for it to look dumb. Kind of look like a little wishbone on one side, but hey, it works. I think that'll be okay, actually. So there we go. Let's see how that functions for a little bit. Did this turn in something into a lot, or are we good? Okay, no, we're good. It's just, yeah, they're coming out when they don't need to be. Just kind of thinking if I can do anything to fix that a little bit. Again, I could do the one road thingy as well. People walking across isn't ideal. Oh, here we go. I know what to do with that. There's just not a way down here. So there we go. Now that there's a way down there, maybe that'll make people stop walking across that. And vice versa as well. So maybe that'll help some as well. We shall see. And if I can connect this up, then they'll walk that way too. So that might help us a little bit there at least. Yeah, everyone's wanting to be in that left lane right now. Is this turned into a lot or something? Everyone's really halting at it. Let me check these junctions. I feel like I need to give them a look over. Nope, they're all pretty good, but let's try stop, 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 stop. Let's just see if that does anything, or if it just makes it more of a mess, because it very well might make it more of a mess. And if so, I will just build the little roads off of it. Alright, in the meantime, we can check out over here, because it's been a little bit. We are having some death issues. Do we not have great death care? In this area we do not, so let's take care of that. We'll pop them in as we see fit here. So there we go. We can do that. Anywhere else over here struggling? Not really. I think we're all right. Now, okay, yes, this is worse. Good to know. So let's go ahead and we'll try a few things here. Didn't mean to delete that much, but I did it. And then I think I literally just moved this, but I'll move it again. Let's put you in. Let's put you in there. Everyone likes walking past a crematorium. Crematorium. How's it said? I think I just said it with like cream. Alright. I'm having issues. There we go. So we will do... I mean, like, maybe I can do this. Road anarchy certainly would make this easier. But that's going to have to do. And we can bring that on down that way. We'll bring that over slightly. Bring that on back. So there we go. We got it kind of going as we need it to be now. And then for this one, we'll see if we can manage to do the same. Which, yeah, I'm going to bring this down ever so slightly more. Mostly because I also don't want to try to reroute this stuff. But there we go. Well, that works, but not doing what I exactly want. And then maybe I think we're just gonna have to do that and then replace it. We'll bring that out this way, that to there, and that should be pretty good. And I'll replace this before I forget. There we go. There we are. That is better. Maybe I should bring this down more here for the hopes of they don't just cross there and go up. To save the crossings a little bit more. For this, I'm going to need to go back just a wee bit. So we will select the right tool eventually. Bring it to there. Which again, this may freak out this area. If I do it like that, we're fine. Then I can edit it, of course. Okay, that, I mean, it's not pretty, but it might work. Let's just see how that runs for a little bit. Not entirely sure yet. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but we'll see. Oh, this stretch while I was at it makes everything better. And then I don't know if the stop. Yeah, I mean, we'll go ahead and we'll let it be. I think the issue as well, you can see how they're kind of hesitating in these little areas. That's one thing I do try to avoid. I think it's partial of just having, or partially at fault of having those kinds of ones. So let's go ahead. There we go. I'm just doing the 2 ways just because it's kind of the option, more so than wanting to do it that way. I know it kind of limits the amount of lanes that people may use, but that is definitely running a lot better. And the reason, I mean, this is running slow for the same exact reason, honestly. Just the fact that it's these kind of roads going into that. And it is the road. Still don't have another way to get around yet. What I may end up doing is I can eventually connect this maybe to here. And then turn this into a main road as well. But I don't know. We shall see. We will get there eventually. And that's the main thing. But, I mean, it's running quite a lot better, actually. So, that's good at least. So, I will take that. But, yeah, so we got a little bit done this episode. Not as much as I had anticipated. But, kind of Traffic Manager 2020 at this point. But that's fine by me. Again, I enjoy that. So, hope you did too. But I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, enjoy the game if you're playing already. Let me know what you're enjoying, what you're not. And yeah, goodbye.